Salam.
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 So we're back again for another Q&A and study. I haven't set up my chat to drop the link. Should have done that before.
And we didn't check the audio levels. I hope they're okay.
Yeah, yours is a bit low actually.
It should be better now.
Salam. Okay. There we go. And so I'm going to drop this link for anybody who would like to join the conversation and has questions from the the Quran, from within the Quran, or would like to bring subjects to discuss, or if you have the courage to argue with me, you can bring your arguments from within the Quran. If you bring anything from outside the Quran to challenge the Quran from your thoughts, then you can run along. I will not entertain that. Anything from within the Quran that you think you can understand, that you think I have said wrong, or you think you have a better understanding, you're more than welcome to come into the conversation. But so far, there have been no takers. Yeah. So the majestic reading says peace, and Summer says alarm. So today we're going to read chapter 44 as the initial, whatever, 20-30 minutes. We'll read that, and then whoever has questions, they can ask questions about it. And then after that, we can open up for normal questions. Yeah. So let's bring up the chapter. Here we are. So, chapter 44 is called The Smoke. Yeah. And just to give a little numerical understanding, the number 44 is connected with destruction. And you will see this all around you if you pay attention. The number 33 is related to hoax, and the 666 is as well. They are numbers related to hoaxes, and you will see them all over the place as well, by the way. If you look or pay attention to your surroundings, your media, what is being disseminated, you will continually see these numbers repeated. So the smoke is chapter 44, and the smoke is the punishment that mankind is awaiting before the real end begins. So all these analysis of our clergy and our knowers of the unseen, they think, bring up signs of nonsense, and they say, oh, this is a sign and that is a sign. No end signs have actually come, the real ones. The smoke will be one of the first that will come. After the smoke comes, mankind will not return to normality on the earth. The earth will not return to normal. And the fact that we live like we do, we know it has not come yet. After the smoke comes, there will be no doubt that the smoke is come and gone. So let's start with this chapter. With the name of the God, the Almighty, the Merciful. Hamim, there are two letters of the Arabic alphabet. And the book declare. Which book is this? Surely we send it down in nights blessed. Surely we are warning. So this is the Holy Spirit talking on behalf of the angels himself and God's command, yeah, that is given to him. The book declare is the Quran, or it could be the mother of the book, both. When we say we send it down, it is pointing to the Quran in nights blessed. So this is nights blessed that the book is sent down, and everybody argues about how the Quran came down. Is all written in the Quran how it came down in the 10 nights, which is in referred to in chapter 89, I believe, the dawn, yeah, Fajr, the 10 nights. So this is referring to those 10 nights that the Quran came down in. And we are warning. So the angels and the spirit are the highest warners under God, who sends the warning with them and with the messengers. In them he divides all commands. Why? So now, obviously, this is the spirit talking on behalf of God and the angels and himself, but he's referring to him. So he's referring to God. In them he divides all commands. Wise. So obviously, God is the one who divides all the commands between everybody. Commands from within us. Surely we are messengers. So all the spirit and the angels, they're all messengers. And this sentence can also be translated. I translated as we are messengers. It can be translated as surely we are sending. They are the ones who send us, by the way, the messengers from mankind. I mean, God is the one who commands everything, but the spirit and the angels are the actual implementers of that command with the command of God. Mercy from your Lord. So this is talking to one man here, by the way. Your Lord, your is one man. So Muhammad and every messenger in his people after him. Surely he the listener, the knowledgeable. I mean, obvious statement, no need to explain that. Lord of the heavens and the earth, and what between them both, if you be assured. So he controls everything and he's the Lord of all of them. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't say he controls everything, but he's the Lord of everything under the heavens and the earth and what's between them. No God except he. He gives life and he gives death. Your Lord and Lord of your fathers, the first. So don't get confused. But they in doubt. They're playing like how he comes back, right? It says this all stuff, and then he tells us they in doubt. They're playing. So who are they? The ones who doubt God, not me. This is not pointing to me. This is pointing to those who doubt God, and they're playing. Look around the earth. What are they doing? They're playing around, playing with each other, playing with lies and falsehood, and they're doubting everything. That is reality, which is the book of God and what the book tells us. That is the reality, not the nonsense they tell you on the earth. But comes closer a day, she will bring the heaven with smoke clear. So now a day is coming. She is pointing to the heaven here. The heaven will bring smoke clear, with smoke clear. Now, people, some idiots have said clear here means that it will be transparent or not visible. Let me be clear. It will be clearly visible. Okay, you will not have to doubt or try and figure out or bring out your majestic instruments that will figure out whether this. No, you will see it with your eyes, whoever is here. Yeah, I don't know when that's going to come, but when it comes, the heaven will come with smoke clear. You will clearly see it. It will be visible. It will cover the mankind. This a punishment grievous. So this is the punishment we're waiting for today. And I keep going back and forth, and when it's going to come, I don't know. The first for sure item or event that will occur here in the future is the destruction of the highness of the sons of Israel on the earth. In general, the Christians and the Jews. Their destruction will occur around this time, before most likely, I believe. And then the smoke will come. Either that's the destruction, or the smoke will come after the destruction in the next cycle, or right after the destruction. I have no idea, yeah. But it will come. So what will happen when that punishment comes? As usual, mankind will turn immediately to God, and they will start calling him Lord. Our Lord, cleanse over us the punishment. Surely we believe. Oh, okay. So now that you're being shellacked, yeah, completely destroyed, you see no hope, you turn to God. I think that's the way they do it, whether it's singularly or collectively, right? I mean, I think that's the way mankind acts, yeah. So now God will respond to you all, whoever's on the earth then. We may not be here to see this, obviously, all of us that are here today, but when that punishment comes, this is what God will tell them. Surely to them the reminder, and has come to them a messenger clear. So he's like rhetorically stating, now the reminder to them, and has already come to them a messenger clear. or had come to them. You can translate it has or had come to them, because the messenger might be dead or gone before the punishment comes. I am the messenger of God. I don't have to be here to see the punishment of God over you. I might be, I might not be. Both things are possible. So you could translate as had come or has come. I don't know. Is the messenger going to be there when the punishment, the smoke comes, or is he not the one that's going to be there? I don't know if I'm that one. Most likely not. Then they turn over him and they say, taught, mad. That's what you call us, all you people, the messengers of God. You call us nothing but this. This is all you do. Or you doubt us, you call us crazy, magician, mad, rejecter, inventing stuff, thinks he's high and mighty, he wants to be graced, all this nonsense. So then they turn over him and they say, so he's being facetious God, yeah? But he will say, surely we will cleanse the punishment a little. Surely you will transgress. So understand what's going on here. God will cleanse the punishment a little. I don't know why. Usually, when the punishment comes, the people are massacred and the messenger and the believers are put in charge. In this case, he will cleanse the punishment a little and he will warn them, telling you, the ones who are here now turning and saying, we believe, all those on the earth that are left after that punishment, surely you will transgress. So he will tell them, you will not stay straight to this covenant that you're making with me. Cleanse over us the punishment. Surely we believe, or we will believe, whatever you want to say at that stage. Yeah, he will say, we will cleanse the punishment a little. God will tell them, surely you will transgress. Now he's telling them, you will not stay to this word. And a day we grasp the grasping, the great, surely we will avenge. So understand what's happened here. Yeah, so when this punishment comes, its cleansing will be little. Most of the punishment will remain to test you, whoever's on the earth. Will you hold to this word up here? Cleanse the punishment, we will believe. So God will cleanse it a little, and he'll tell them, you will transgress. And a day we grasp the grasping, the great, surely we will avenge. So what is that day? The end. After the smoke, it's going to be the end. There will be no gap from there to the next generation. It's it, game over. So that smoke will be the start of the end of this creation of man. This heaven and this earth, which they all talk about, some are in doubt, others say it's nonsense, but the believers know that this heaven and this earth will be destroyed. There will be no ifs, buts, or what. You can keep dreaming about your progress and all your technology and all your ways and means to stop death, and it will not work in the end for your favor that you plan. It will be destroyed, and that will be the end of this second creation of man that started with Adam and will end after the smoke, when everything is destroyed and the hour stands. And then after that, everybody will be brought out and everybody will be judged. So now we move to an example of what has happened already after this. And already we tried before them people of Pharaoh, and came to them messenger honor, talking about Moses here. That, what did he say? I call to me servants of the God. Surely I to you a messenger secure, which is all of us. We all say this to you. We call you to God, all to call to ourselves the servants of God. Surely we are messengers secure. We all are the same. And that, don't you be high over the God. Surely I come to you with authority clear. So now Moses came with an authority clear that none of us have come with, literally. I mean, very few have authority clear like Moses had. I don't have any authority clear except to deliver this book and tell you what it's telling me to tell you, i.e., the Holy Spirit with the command of God that tells me to tell you what you need to do to save yourselves. It's up to you what you do with that knowledge, not mine. It's not my position to force you to do anything. Nobody forces me to do anything either, by the way. And surely I seek refuge with my Lord and your Lord that you stone me. So if you are going to hit me or kill me or shoot me or spear me or whatever, I already seek refuge with my Lord and your Lord. Don't think he's not your Lord just because you don't believe that he exists. Okay? And if not, you believe to me, but push away. So if you don't want to believe, run along. I don't want to talk to you. This is how we are, yeah. These morons that run after you, pushing you to believe, and if you don't, they persecute you, prosecute you, put you in jail, kill you, punish you. Nonsense. We just say, run along now. Don't bother us. We don't want to see you. We don't want to hear you. You can mock us from afar. We'll mock you from afar, and we'll keep mocking each other till God decides who is rightly mocking and who's wrongly mocking, and you will see soon enough. So called his Lord. So Moses, after seeing, yeah, these people aren't believing. Surely these people sinning. He's now complaining to God. Yeah, these people sinning. God respond, but travel with my servants by night. Surely you will be followed, and leave the sea a path. Surely their forces to be drowned. So this is simple answer of what actually happened after all the lice and storms and blood and frogs and all the other things that are mentioned in the Bible as well. Moses was done with these people. He said, these people are sinning, and God told them travel. This is the parting of the sea, the night that they traveled, and the Pharaoh and Haman and their forces followed them. They were drowned. So this is what happened at the end, right? He complained. He talked to God about these people are just done now, and God said, okay, travel by night. You will be followed, and leave the sea a path. Surely their forces to be drowned. So now this is what happened. I mean, these three lines of what happened with them. This is explained in great detail throughout the Quran exactly what happened between Moses and Pharaoh. For those who have the heart to read it, it takes a long time to understand, by the way. How many they left from gardens and springs, and growth and stations honored, and favors they were in them delighting. So all these people, like whoever has wealth, and then they go after people who are doing nothing except telling them, we're not going to follow you, we're not going to abide by your path or by your way or by your so-called religion or your rules. They go and kill them, and they leave their gardens and springs. Look at what the US has done in the last 25 years. The same thing, they've destroyed themselves internally by going after people who are not abiding by their way, the democracy, the liberal democracy, the rules-based world order. If you don't follow our rules, we're going to kill you. Okay, keep doing it. See what's going to happen to you in the end. It's coming. Like that. And we inherited them, people, others. So what happened to all these things that the Pharaoh had and his chiefs and the people? They were inherited to the sons of Israel. All of the places in Egypt, the Holy Land, everything was then finally inherited to the sons of Israel who were with Moses. Yeah. But not cried over them the heaven and the earth, and not they were looking. This is rhetorical. Yeah. And already we saved sons of Israel from the punishment, the lowly, from Pharaoh. That was the punishment over them, by the way. For God knows how long it lasted till Moses came. Surely he was high from the trespassers. And already we chose them over knowledge, above the knowing. So the sons of Israel have knowledge above the knowing from mankind. Yeah. And you look on the earth, why the so-called sons of Israel, the Jews and the Christians have more knowledge than the others? It's because God graced them. Yeah. Now the tables are turning because they have turned away from God clearly, and the knowledge will also be surpassed by others over them. That's what happened with Pharaoh, right? The sons of Israel were high after Joseph till they turned away from God, and he destroyed them and put pharaohs on top of them. It's going to happen again now. Let's see how, if we're here to witness it. And we brought them from the signs, one-ended trial clear. So, they were brought from clear signs. I mean, you read the Torah and the Bible and the Quran, how many signs they were brought. Surely these, now he turns to these on the earth. Yeah, the Spirit says, these, to be there saying, these on the earth, yeah, today, and at all times, by the way. If here accept our deaths the first, and not we with resurrection. So they're like, yeah, this is it, man. This is the life, nothing else. But come with our fathers if you be truthful. So this is their excuse, yeah? Why don't you bring our fathers? Bring them back to life. So the Spirit says, are they better or people of Tubba and those from before them. We destroyed them. Surely they were sinners. Keep doing this, keep saying this, and you will be destroyed eventually. And not we created the heavens and the earths and what between them both playing. It's not a game they made it for, but in it you are playing a game. This life is a game, okay? But the whole thing is not being made for a play. All right? Understand the nuance here that our lives are play and lightness, amusement. The whole system of this creation is not being made as a play. Not we created them both except with the truth. And but surely most of them, not they know. He's warning all of these people on the earth. They don't know. They have no idea. Surely a day of the distinction, they're meeting all together. We'll be distinguished that day. It'll be distinction between us. A day not he self-sufficient, a protector, overprotector, a thing, and not will they be helped. Except one mercies the God. So that day, there ain't gonna be anyone protecting anyone else except the one God mercies. Surely he the mighty, the merciful. Surely trees of the Zakum, food, the evil, like the molten brass, it goes down into the stomachs, like goes down the boiling. So this is what's going to happen to all of these people who are running around on the earth, questioning God, and they're saying everybody else says God's going to forgive everyone. There's no hell, there's no garden, it's all nonsense. Yeah, this is what's going to happen to you, okay? And then God will say, grab him, but drag him to even the fire. Then pour above his head from punishment the boiling. Taste, surely you, you the mighty, the honored. You see the sarcasm here from God. You think God is just this cuddly little bear waiting for you to turn to him, and he just cannot bear that you don't turn to him, and he's like afraid that you're going to do something that he won't like. Yeah, okay. Keep thinking. Surely this, what you are with it, you doubting. I just told you, he told you, you're doubting all of this, and then turn to the ones who are going to be in the gardens. Surely the pious in stations secure, in gardens and springs. They're wrapped from silk and brocade, facing like that, and we will pair them with forms beautiful. They calling in them with every delight securely. Not will they taste in them the death, except the death's the first, and will be stopped them punishment of the fire. Grace from your Lord, that it the achievement, the great. But surely what we ease it with your tongue, maybe they remember. So come closer. Surely they coming closer. So he's talking to me at the end here, yeah. Grace from your Lord, that it the achievement, the great. And we ease it with your tongue, my tongue. Maybe they remember. Or the tongue of any messenger, Muhammad, any messenger after him, and any messenger after me. So come closer. Surely they coming closer. So so basically this is the what you're waiting for, and it is clear what is going to come. There is no doubt in it whatsoever. So questions about it?
So this, in the last line when it says to come closer, surely they coming closer. They here are the rejectors or everyone else.
Everyone is coming closer. Everyone is coming closer to their death. That's what is fundamentally happening. Or everybody's coming closer to the punishment. I'm coming closer to God and his messengers and my death and the punishment as well, but the punishment will not harm me. The punishment will harm them. When the punishment of God comes, you must understand it will not touch the believers. No believer is going to be touched or harmed or hurt by the punishment of God when it arrives. This is the way of God. It has never changed. It will never change till the end and beyond. Okay, so unless the believer turns and does wrongdoing bad enough for him to be part of those who are punished, and they have been that in the past, and they are believers that will end up in the fire as well if they have done wrongdoing bad enough that it cannot be forgiven. And there are cases that it may happen.
So, what do you think? I'm sorry, Manaz, you wanted to say something?
No, no, you go ahead first.
I already asked one. You asked one, then I'll ask.
Okay, so if we can just go back to where it says that we brought you knowledge above the knowing. So who are the knowing over
Knowing from
here?
mankind, the knowing from not the angels, not the spirit, they are the higher knowing than us, the knowing from the mankind, knowledge above the knowing. Yeah. Not above the messengers. Don't worry about it. They don't have knowledge above the messengers or the prophets, unless they are messengers and prophets, because there were many, many messengers and prophets. And he made kings from the sons of Israel. It's written clearly in all the books and the Quran, absolutely. So if they were messengers and prophets, and they obviously they have been brought knowledge above the knowing from mankind about what happens on the how the things work, right? How they can ascertain how things are operating on the earth, and the um, scientific so-called knowledge of how things operate. Yeah.
Okay.
And like in Psalm 47, from 47 to 50, what God is saying is happening right now also. Like people are
What
being grabbed and put in the fire, and
the moment people die, most of them are either put in the hellfire or most possibly in the garden as well. Yeah, but the hellfire is clearly written, and the garden is also written, those that die and they're believers. Yes, it's happening. It happens at the end of every generation for sure. And when every person dies, it is very likely that that's happening with them as well. Absolutely. It's happening. You end up, people have these near death experiences and they relate. And if they're telling the truth, some of it actually aligns with this, what the book says, what happens to them. But a lot of it is all made up to delude people by the Satan. People have these, oh, I saw him, I saw my son, or I saw my daughter, I saw my father. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think you were dead. You were seeing visions. Oh, visions were being shown to you, and you thought this is what happened, and it means that, God's good with me and everybody's happy over there on the other side. Yeah, sure. Everybody's happy on the other side. Keep dreaming. That's never going to happen. It's never happened before. It's not going to happen in the future. Ain't going to happen at the end of this generation. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The vast majority of mankind will burn in the fire. Okay, like it or not, you have the chance to save yourselves. You forego that chance. You reject God. You reject his messenger. You reject the words of God. You reject his books. You reject his angels. You reject the hereafter. You're going to the hellfire, period. You reject one messenger of God in front of you, me, you will go to the hellfire. Do I care? Absolutely not. The more of you that go to the hellfire, the more place there will be for me in the garden. So, do I give a
so
damn? Not at all.
so what are the trees of the Zakum?
There are trees at the bottom of the hellfire that grow with branches like faces, heads of the Satan. That is the description in the Quran of these trees, and they will eat from these trees, the rejectors that are burning there, and they will fill their stomachs. And it's waste. It will cut you from the inside out, like when you eat acid into your stomach. I mean, the example, of course, that's not what, I mean, maybe that is, but whatever bodies you have, you will eat this food, and your innards will be burnt, will be cut up, and you will not die. That is the beauty of the hereafter. You are seeking perpetual life, you will have perpetual life in the hereafter, after this death. It will be perpetual. There will be no death after that. For you who will burn in the hellfire, it will be perpetual death but not dying. Yeah. Or perpetual dying but not death. You will not live, you will not die. The others in the garden, they will live in bliss forever till the end is whenever that is. God can decide to end it all in the end, right? It's not like he needs the heavens or the earth.
Yeah, and all the warnings are there, and the books are there, and like especially the Quran is there, and telling everybody. And then when the punishment of God comes, it comes suddenly, and that's exactly what it was saying, right? That they ain't playing, they're oblivious, they do not bother.
They're enjoying their the goods they have of the life of the world, yeah, the good things they possess,
Yeah.
and all the better things that are coming, and they will continue until the punishment of God comes, and then it will be an absolute devastation, a catastrophe. And those words are conservative. Armageddon is another word, yeah, calamity. It's
Yeah.
going to be complete destruction. That's what's going to come to these people. There's nothing that's going to stop it now. They've passed all barriers. This generation is going to be destroyed. There is no hope for them. Yeah, I mean, a few of us will be saved, and if wishes the God, I will be for sure. And those who are with me will be saved. I mean, with me, believing with me, not just with me.
And these Satans have been making the movies about it too, you know, the, you know,
I mean, you have to
about
be
so.
told the truth. You have to understand these Satans inform you about all their schemes and plots clearly. If you have half a brain cell, you can figure out all of their plots and what they are doing to deceive you and how it is going to hurt you. But all of you still go into those things. It's like a comic. It's a comedy. It's comical when I see people. I mean, you've been told what it's going to do to you, and you buy into it. I mean, like, what's wrong with you? So,
So, someone who is sincere to God, how can that person ensure? I don't know if they can ensure, but how can they make sure that they don't transgress over the covenant with
I
God
mean,
and
that
the
you
other?
have to work on it every day. It's a daily battle. I mean, it's we spend a day on the earth basically, and then we go back to God. I mean, don't think this sleep is much short of death. So it's a daily battle. You fight with yourself. You fight with the deception and the delusion in the world, and you maintain your faith as per the book's commands and edicts and what it tells you to do. Follow that. What it tells you not to do, don't do it, or at least strive in that sense. Yeah. So that's how you can maintain it and obey God and obey his messengers. They're all talking to you in this book, just like I'm talking to you. What I say is what this book says. If anybody has the courage to challenge me and to tell me, no, this book is not saying what you're saying, then bring it on. I've been telling you for 18 years. You keep telling me I'm false, I'm fake, I don't know what I'm talking about. How many of you challenge me, by the way? All of you that are sitting here and who are watching and who aren't watching, those who know, they challenge me with this book. They can't. You can't. You will be put to shame every time. If you challenge the messenger of God, what do you think is going to happen? Look at what happened to those with Moses and Aaron and Noah and Abraham and Lot and Shoaib. And what? You think it's going to be any different this time? You're going to overcome me with this book. Keep dreaming. Anyway, so here, some are asking, was Moses told that Pharaoh will be drowned? Absolutely. The night that God told him to travel with the sons of Israel that were with him and part the sea, he was told that Pharaoh will and his forces will be drowned. Absolutely. Before uh, they went away from Egypt, yeah, they fled Pharaoh and his tyranny.
And Moses also, I don't know exactly when, but did he not warn Pharaoh that you will be destroyed?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we all warn you that you're going to be destroyed, not just Pharaoh.
Yeah.
I mean, in sometimes tongue in cheek, sometimes directly. We warn you. We warn you that you will be destroyed. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep rejecting us, and you'll be destroyed. So that's the way mankind behaves every time. It's not going to change any time soon. They're deluded in their own minds, thinking of this equality situation. Yeah, that all souls are created equal. Yeah, these so-called Muslims say that nonsense out of their mouths as well. and all these Christians and all men are created equal, right? And now they, oh sorry, all humans, all man, not mankind, no, all humankind is created. We're men, okay? Calm down. We're all men. Our construction is from the man. The man is not this body. Okay, this body is what the man has been put inside. Okay, the man creation is the soul of man in a body. We were created in the first creation from sulfur, and I don't see anybody other than masculine there. All of us were in masculine forms as far as I see. What happened with Adam and his spouse in the garden, I don't know, don't ask me. But what that situation was, not a man woman marriage up there, because we were all created. There was no procreation going on up there in the last life, and there will be no procreation going on in the next life, which is the last life that we will have. The procreation is only in this life. And for that purpose, the soul of the man is put in a masculine body, and a soul of the man is put in a feminine body, which is the woman, the man and the woman. And the copulation process then procreates us here. There, in the first creation, we were all created at the same time. There was no mother, father, etc., sons, daughters. The sons, daughters are in this creation. And then these will also be there. We will remember what we were, but there will be no connection there. We will know who the fathers and mothers and brothers and all that, but there will be no connection. We will be all resurrected in forms there. We're going to be born there. Yeah. It's not like we're going to be born in that next creation. We will be resurrected all together, all of us. And then we will haggle with each other and we'll blame, oh, he made us astray, and she and our fathers and our sons. Yeah, okay. Keep blaming everyone else except yourself for your demise into the hellfire. Yeah. Keep blaming everyone. Sure. Let's see how that ends. That's what we do here. Oh no, we were wrongdoers because our fathers and our mothers and our brothers, they made us astray. They were partnering with God. They told us to believe all this nonsense. Did not a warner or a messenger come to you and tell you? Yeah, but we falsified him, and we said he was making up nonsense. Okay, then burn in the fire. Don't talk to me. God will tell them.
So it's like those who were righteous and have died, like for example, Father Abraham and his son Ishmael, they're there in the garden, but they're not father and son there.
I mean, they are obviously, they know the connection in this life, but there is not going to be like they'll all be like quote unquote equals, meaning in the same
Mm.
form. Yeah, I mean they'll be at whatever form creates God us in the next life. It will not change. We will live in that.
Mm.
In the fire, we will keep burning. We will keep dying and keep being resurrected and dying and resurrected and dying and punished and tortured and all the other things. Absolutely. Absolutely. So the next life, whatever creation, whatever form we're going to be put in, that's it. It will not age or it will not become young or whatever, although you can probably change it to whatever you want. I mean, the angels can change their forms, the demons can change their forms. So what makes us think that we won't be able to change our form if we want? I mean, we do it here through freaking scalpels, yeah. So there
Praise
you
to
think,
God.
oh my lord, I want blue, yeah, or I want black hair, or I want long legs, whatever we
Or I
want.
want hair,
Huh? I want hair,
or I
yeah.
just want hair.
so, so someone is asking, were you inspired to read this chapter today? Yeah, by Imran. I was inspired by Imran to read this chapter. Correct. Nobody else said anything to me. So if you want to read something from the Quran or a passage or a subject, even, you can send me that request or communicate that, however, by mail or whatever, by message, and I will read that passage or a subject. Then it'll take me a little more time to accumulate all the aspects of that subject, and I'll bring that to you to explain what it means. Yeah.
Samar,
Okay, I have a question.
Go ahead,
Samar
Sorry.
can.
Manaz, you go ahead.
uh,
Okay. I have a question. In chapter 25, it's sign number 70, sorry. And it says, I will read to you just
Mhm.
that sign, if you can explain that to me. Except one who turns and believes and does deeds righteous, but those he will change the God, their evils, good. And is the God forgiving, merciful. So, what does this mean that he will change the God, their evils,
So,
good? Because in some other places it says that he will reject their evils, but over here it's written he will change the god their evils good.
so you have to go uh, a couple signs back here. Yeah, I'll bring it up.
Okay.
So here God is telling. So he's telling about those who are saying, "Save us from the fire." Yeah. So then it comes after they saying it's an evil place and station the fire. The Spirit says, "And those when they spend not their trespass and not their miserly, and are between that constant." So we're not miserly and we're not spendthrifts, the ones that they're talking about here. And those not they call with the God other, and not they kill the soul which sanctifies the God except with the truth, and not the adulterer. And one he does that, he throws an evil. So look at this statement. First, the biggest crime you can do after believing with God is to make a God other, which all of them are doing on the earth if they believe. The so-called Muslims, they made Muhammad God and their leaders God, and all these so-called entities that don't even have any bearing on the Quran, like the Shias and the Sunni so-called. They've created their lineage after Muhammad, as if they are supposed to be some sort of guidance that they're following, and Muhammad is made into a god. I mean, when you put the name of Muhammad next to God in the mosque, you've just made Muhammad God, period. There is no ifs, buts, or whats. Yeah, you're done right there. And not they kill the soul which sanctifies the God except with the truth. So you can only kill a soul under certain circumstances. One of them is self-defense. If someone comes and attacks you aggressively, physically, you can defend yourself. If the guy dies, too bad for him. I will not be called into account for that nonsense. Yeah. And what are they doing? They're killing souls left, right, and center. The biggest ones are the Americans. They think the Israelis are bad. The Americans are worse. Objectively, they've been killing millions in the name of fighting the war on terror, which is actually the war of terror, yeah, by these implemented on the world today for the last 25 years. And their account and their reckoning is coming, no matter what they think and what they're now. They're just killing people wantonly without any regard in the Caribbean, blowing up these boats without knowing who the hell is in there. Every soul that they kill, they will have to be accounted for. And God says, if you kill one soul without the truth, or she committing suicide, it's like killing all of mankind. So they've killed like hundreds of mankind already in the Caribbean, and they're going to do more damage. And they've killed millions of mankind already in the 25 years that we witnessed these so-called glorious leaders of yours, which you bow down to and kiss their feet and follow them. And not the adulterer. So these are the three crimes. What? They're glorifying all these three things on the earth today. Correct? They're glorifying
Yes.
all of them. And that what's going to happen to them? What I just told you in 44. Destruction. Some destruction akin to the smoke is coming to these people. All of these on the earth today. He will, and one, he does that, he throws an evil. He will add to him the punishment day of the standing. So when we stand that day, his punishment will be added there, and he will live perpetually in it lowly. So now, except one who turns and believes and does deeds righteous, but those he will change the God, their evils good. And is the God forgiving, merciful. So now these morons who call themselves Muslims say, oh no, after that, because if you live, you're in the fire. Now, if you turn and do righteousness, he will forgive you. No, idiots. This is after you do this, before this happens, the day of the standing. If you do all of this, you're killing souls and you're adultering and you're making gods with God and all this stuff and killing souls. If you turn and write and believe, and how do you overcome killing souls and adultery? Difficult. It's easy to overcome partnering with God. Just stop in your heart These things, if you commit, to turn back from that, it is not easy. And for some, it will be impossible. But God has left that open. If you do all of this up here in line 68, then you turn and believe and do righteous deeds, He will change the God their evils good. So how are they going to change their evils good? People come with their nonsensical that whatever evil you've done in the past will be made good. How is that going to happen exactly? I mean, so basically, if you kill someone, now that's going to be good somehow. Are you in like La La Land? Have you lost your senses? No. The evils that you're doing, once you believe and do enough righteous deeds, after all these wrong deeds, He will change what you do evil into good. So you start doing good because you're doing deeds righteous. Now, how many of these righteous deeds you'll have to do to overcome killing a soul or adultering? Go ask God. I don't know. You just keep doing righteous deeds till you die, and hopefully you will overturn the nonsense that you have done in your life. Does that explain it? And then he
Yes.
says, and one who turns and does righteousness, but surely he turns to the God turning. So obviously, this is just an addition to this sentence, except one, and he turns and he's turned to God. Obviously, the only way you can turn back from your evil is to turn to God and do righteous deeds. Yeah, just righteous deeds without faith ain't gonna help you. People say, "Oh, look at all these people doing good on the earth. How can they be going to hell?" Oh, very easily. Let me tell you, extremely easily. They will go to hell without a doubt. No doubt about it.
So in the smoke, they talk about punishment and Zakum, and God is pretty angry over there too. But then the switch comes when he starts to talk about the pious. So how can one make himself pious, or God makes people pious, and how can one be pious?
Yeah, it's piety is in the hands of God. He distributes the piety. He's the keeper of piety. He's the keeper of forgiveness. Okay, so you have to do your intention in your heart, and then you have to strive in that intention, and then God will guide you or not. You don't guide yourself, although the Quran says one he guides to himself. Yeah, obviously, I guide myself from the intention that I have, and then God will guide me if He sees me fit. So when people say that you know God doesn't choose anything, or God didn't choose the Satan created himself somehow. Yeah, I mean this evil that the so-called Buddhists and Hindus and all these idiots put across. Every entity is chosen by God. There's no dispute in that. Every single entity is chosen by God. No one chooses themselves to be something except by the intention of wanting to be something. That's the only choice we have. So it's Satan who wanted to be Satan, and God made him Satan. That's all. He intended it. He did things in that regard by rejecting God, and God made him Satan. Did he make himself Satan? No. God made him Satan. But God warned him before. Before creating man, he warned all of them. You're going to bow to this guy, and I know what you're hiding. And when I create him, you're going to prostrate to him. And when he didn't, he told him again, why aren't you? He didn't back down. That's why he became Satan. On the other side, if you keep believing in your heart and you strive towards God and you turn to God and do the righteousness that is in this book, eventually God will choose you to be a believer or a Muslim, whichever one you are worthy of. He will choose you. He will guide you. You don't guide. Nobody guides themselves. This is a idiocy. Only we are only guided because God guides us, and there are reasons for that. Part of which is fearing Him, believing with Him, turning to Him, intending to do righteousness, even if you don't know what it is. True intention will get you to the safety. Yeah, and then comes the messengers and the prophets. They don't have any choice. It's not like they choose themselves to be messengers or say, no, we're not going to be his messengers. There is no criterion for that in this world. God chooses the messengers and the prophets. They have no choice. They have to do what they've been created to do. Otherwise, they will face the wrath of God as well, like Jonah. And then we get tried and punished because we don't do the right thing knowingly, yeah? Or tried at least, if not punished. And he uses the Satans from the men and the demons to try the messengers and the prophets, to test the hardness of our heart, to cleanse the hardness of our hearts by testing us with the Satans from the demons and the men. So that is what's happening. So here we have a question from Adam. Can you explain sign 203, chapter 2? Okay, we will get there and see what this is. 203. Let's bring it up. So, and remember the God in days counted, but one who hastens in 2 days, but no evil over him. And one who delays, but no evil over him, to one pious. And fear the God, and know surely you to him you will be gathered. So this is in the Hajj. This is talking about the Hajj and how many days you're supposed to stay there. Yeah. So the fundamental basic number is 2 days. So when you go for Hajj to Jerusalem, by the way, let me be clear, to the house, the old, on the Temple Mount, you're supposed to spend 2 days there. Yeah. And remember God in those days. I mean, remember God all the time, basically. And anyone who hastens in 2 days, i.e., after 2 days he goes back, he's done, he just spends 2 days there, there's no evil over him, over that guy. And whoever delays, he stays for a month or 2 months or 5 days or whatever it is, no evil over him. So don't tell people, oh, you said 2 days. 2 days is all I need to spend there. If I have things to do and I can only spend 2 days, or I only want to spend 2 days, there's no evil over me for that. Similarly, whoever delays 6 or 8 or 5 days, no evil over him either. Spend as many days as you want or can, but the minimum is 2 days when you go for Hajj, to complete the Hajj, the contention, to one who is pious. Okay, to add that, the one who is pious. And fear the God, and know surely you to him you will be gathered. That's what it means here, basically. You were asking me something, Imran. Did I answer that? You were saying something.
Yeah. I was saying about the pious. You already answered that. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And I was saying to anyone who wants to suggest, you can WhatsApp us, or
Yeah, I
you
mean,
can
you
text
can
him.
send it by email or whatever, WhatsApp, email, whatever you want to talk about, which is more than just a sign or two. I mean, if there's like a sign or two you want to explain, we have half an hour every week that you can put your questions and I can explain those signs. But if you have a major subject or something of a topic to discuss, or explain some subject in more detail, then you send me the question or the passage that you want explained from the Quran, and we will work on that day. Yeah, next.
Okay, I have another question. It's sign 19 from chapter 3, and I will read to you. Surely the way with the God, the submission, and not differ those brought the book, except from after what came to them the knowledge, transgressing between themselves. And one he rejects with signs of the God, but surely the God swift the accounter. So my question here is that is it the knowledge that you are bringing them that they transgress with it? Because I mean, their books are telling them the same thing, right? Like,
Yeah. So let's see. First of all, surely the way with the God, the submission. So the way here is in Arabic, deen, inna dina. So a deen is the way. They translate this as religion. There's no such thing as religion in the book of God, okay? It is the way. It is the way of the believers. It is the way of the rejectors. It is the way of the hypocrites. it is the way of the doubters, it is the way of the partnering. They all have their own way. The way with God is Al Islam, which is the submission. That is not the religion. That is the way with the God. To get to God, you need to submit to Him. That is what it's saying. Islam doesn't tell us anything. All these morons on the earth, all of them, save none, who says Islam says this, or Islam rejects this, or Islam allows that, or Islam guide bull crap. Okay, complete and utter nonsense. Islam means submission, it doesn't tell you anything. The word Islam does not even mean submission to God, all right? Because all of you are submitted to something. Don't tell me you're not, because you're liars if you tell me that. We are all submitted to something or the other. Okay, the way with God is a submission to Him. It doesn't even say this, by the way, here. But if you read the book, you will find out. And not deferred those brought the book, except from afterward came to them the knowledge. This knowledge, the knowledge of the Quran and the Torah and the Injil and the book of God and all other knowledge that comes to them. When the knowledge of science comes to them, look what happens to them. Have you not seen it? Do you not look at them?
Yes.
They are now
Yes.
transgressing between themselves because they think they are gods themselves, because they have so much knowledge, and it's growing exponentially, as you can obviously see, right? Their knowledge is growing exponentially. And I'm not being facetious, it's objective, right? Nonsense knowledge, but it's growing. Nonsensical, idiotic, uh, counterproductive, delusional, and they will keep going into that. The more you go into science, the farther you will go from God. And the more you go into science, the closer you will go to God. Go figure it out yourself. And one he rejects with signs of the God, but surely the God swift the accounter. Oh no, we have not been accounted. There's no punishment. Nothing's going on with us. What are you talking about? God is the swift accounter. Yeah, okay. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. What a bunch of morons, yeah, on the earth today. I mean, like, I look at people on the earth in general, and it's like disgust is the only thing that comes to my soul, to my heart. Absolutely disgusting people roam the earth today with absolute arrogance in their souls. And you see me as talking arrogantly with the absolute truth. That's why I'm not the arrogant one. You who walk and say sweet words of lies and falsehood, you are the arrogant. Keep being polite and saying lies. Let's see who's the arrogant in the end.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're coming to the end here. Yeah. So, again, we will convene, if wishes are God, next Friday at 1 p.m. New York time. I don't know whether the time was properly put today. I don't know what happened. It was not, I don't think it was proper, but I'll make sure it's reading the right time for next week. Yeah. Till then,